In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to debug MCP server in Lovable. The first thing you want to do is verify that your MCP server is actually connected. In Lovable, open Settings, then go to Connectors, and confirm that your MCP server appears in the list of connected servers. If it's missing, or if it shows as disconnected, reconnect it before you do anything else. A lot of debugging issues start here, so it's worth confirming this first. Next, check authentication. If your MCP server uses OAuth, make sure you're signed in with the correct account, then reauthorize the connection if Lovable asks you to. If the authentication has expired or seems stuck, remove the server and reconnect it. If you're using API key or bearer token authentication instead, just make sure those credentials are still valid and active. After that, confirm the server is reachable. Your MCP server should be running without errors, accessible from the internet if it's hosted remotely and able to respond to incoming requests. If you're self-hosting the server, take a moment to review the startup logs. If there are errors during launch, fix those before moving on because Lovable won't be able to use a server that isn't stable. You'll also want to verify tool registration. Make sure your MCP server exposes the tools you expect. Check that all required tools are registered, that tool names are unique, that descriptions are complete, and that no registration errors appear during startup. If the server exposes no tools, Lovable won't have anything to work with. Before assuming the issue is inside Lovable, test the MCP server independently. Confirm that it responds to the initialize request, returns a list of available tools, and accepts tool calls without errors. This helps you separate a server problem from an integration problem. Then inspect the available tools more closely. Verify that the tools you need are present, that their schemas are valid, and that the descriptions clearly explain what each tool does. If tools are poorly defined or incomplete, the AI may not choose them correctly. If the issue seems tied to your Lovable project rather than the connection itself, use Lovable's debugging workflow. Switch to plan mode. Ask Lovable to analyze the project before making changes and request a code-based review or root cause analysis. That gives you a safer way to isolate the problem. Also review your server logs carefully. Look for authentication failures, invalid tool schemas, connection timeouts, missing dependencies, or permission issues. Logs often reveal the root cause much faster than guesswork. Once you make any changes, restart the MCP server, refresh or reconnect the connector in Lovable, and reload your MCP client.